Being fully present is more than a mental attitude. It's a radical change that can alter your perception of everything in your immediate environment. Envision a time when you are completely present, your mind is free of chatter, and all outside influences melt away. To you, it seems like an insurmountable task. But you can achieve this liberation when you reach a specific stage in your spiritual path. Put an end to the never-ending mental dialogue. Say goodbye to the days of stifling your mind. One basic yet deep practice, mindfulness, holds the secret to unleashing tremendous potential. You may begin practicing it right now, and I'll show you how it works. Are you ready? Attempting to walk a tightrope for even half a second before you lose your balance is sure to put your thoughts on pause. Now, I know that some of you can accomplish that when there is complete silence. No worries at all. You find a peaceful spot, like a room or perhaps the outdoors, and then you simply disappear. The level of awareness is high, but the level of willpower is low. It's not something you're actively trying to avoid or stifle, so it's all right if you haven't arrived yet. Diverting your focus from your thoughts can also be as simple as paying attention to your senses. Your physical or subtle internal body, or even your breathing as it occurs spontaneously. When questioned about the path to enlightenment, the Buddha simply responded, "Just be aware that your breathing is." Did they say that? In response, he affirmed, "Yes, that is definitely what he stated, though I am not sure if it is found in any of the scriptures. He did say to pay close attention to your breathing. Everything else was my interpretation of what he said." I think he said it simply because every spiritual teacher is. So long as you keep your awareness on your breathing, you are unable to think. Therefore, he refrained from saying, "Don't think," so that you can physically feel the breath entering and leaving your body. He suggested to focus on the breath rather than your thoughts. The air that enters your nostrils, passes in, and finally exits your body is so real that you can feel every nuance of your breath. Pay close attention to it, but don't let your mind wander or breathe while you follow along. Even when you're not thinking clearly, there comes a time when you can let go of that. What matters most is that you are not limited to thinking. What we're referring about is not a decline in cognitive capacity. The distinction is obvious, but if you attempt to maintain the state of non-thinking for an extended period of time, you may unknowingly go. Plus, it implies you're moving from a distance of, yes, it is possible to achieve this state rapidly in Buddhist monasteries due to the extensive meditation practiced by the monks. The monks can show you how it's done. You can remain in that condition of complete awareness or present even as events unfold. They begin at no cost and run for 20 to 30 minutes, particularly at 4 in the morning. So, that's the next logical step. Is it possible for you to remain present and attentive while you listen to your attorney discuss the upcoming court case? Alternately, you can be near an annoying individual. Given that the vast majority of people are annoying at some point or another, this is by no means unusual. Simply said, there are varying degrees of awareness and unconsciousness that people experience. You never know who you might meet. It's naive to assume that someone you've gotten to know would remain the same when you meet them again the following day. Why? Because the individual in question might be in a completely different mental state the following day, or when anything triggers that state of consciousness, and then out of nowhere, one of the sub-personalities linked to that state of consciousness starts chatting with you. Can you tell me who you are? Maybe he was more self-aware back then, but some event set him off, and his nasty side came out. Even better, someone brought up the money and effort you have to pay me back. You may notice that there are moments when you're more aware of your surroundings, and other times when you're able to be fully present, even when faced with adversity. Sometimes you can't help but react unconsciously to difficult situations or people. More consciousness arises through you as time passes, whether it's a few minutes, an hour, or a day after you wake up. In an unconscious reactive episode, the time it takes to go from unconscious to awake is significantly shorter. In it, you dwell on the wrongdoings of others for 7 days straight, and you can't stop thinking about what may have been different outcomes had you chosen a different course of action. The next time you encounter this person, you can plan ahead by visualizing the outcome. On top of that, you're furious and have trouble sleeping, and you have no idea what's going on until something happens. It's like waking up from a dream. How did that come to pass? Now the question is, are you able to trust other people? Yes. Have faith in everyone's compliance. Their actions will always reflect their current state of consciousness, so you may put your faith in that. Full faith? Nothing more can be done. In order to become a more well-rounded human being, one who is no longer consumed by reactive episodes to the point where a different persona appears for a short while, it is important to be more cognizant of the fact that these sub-personalities may persist and even thrive within you, but they no longer control you. When you're conscious, it incorporates everything, yet you can still sense the energy behind it when certain things happen. The pain body is the most potent sub-personality, but it's no longer just one thing that controls you. It is possible that the pain body is multifaceted, allowing for further subdivision. Ammonia, however, is one massive alter ego of this medication. If you want it to stop controlling you whenever it arises, you need to create an energy field of awareness around it. Then you'll know it's not completely gone, but it's still there. And if it occurs, you'll either immediately see it or realize it was there all along. As a result, given time and self-awareness, you merge into one cohesive being, with minor energy flows here and there. You probably decided to watch this video because you want to learn more about yourself and be more present in the here and now. This choice was made as a consequence of a more fundamental realization being gained. Subscribe to our channel and we will upload new videos every day to help you on your road of self-discovery. That's why I think you will like them so much. Immediately after you have realized the gravity of this warning, kindly respond by writing "Now." Thank you for your prompt responsiveness. It is possible for us to complete this task if we put in the necessary effort.